and I wanted to give all of you an update on where things are currently and how things are currently standing here for us as a church. This Christmas Day, we're going to be supporting the conference's Christmas program at 7:30 p.m. today. Please be sure to tune in as well for a very special Sabbath service this weekend, where our guest speaker will be our very own President Calvin Watkins. Also, friends, on New Year's Eve, I wanted to let you know that we're going to be holding a very special drive-in communion service. I want you to know that I am excited for what is to come, and I'm eternally encouraged by your continued faithfulness in the midst of these difficult times. Let me just address at this time the elephant in the room. We're in the midst of a historic healthcare crisis, a crisis that has separated us from our loved ones, one that has put our families under an immense amount of stress, a crisis that has laid bare the very real problems in our society. Every one of us knows someone who has been personally affected by this disease. As I speak with you today, COVID-19 has seriously affected one of my colleagues in the ministry, Pastor Ledesma in El Paso. He is currently on a respirator, and we solicit your prayers to help him get through this thing. Many of our own members have also been afflicted with this disease. Over 320,000 Americans have succumbed, and many of our own are dealing with this. In light of this very dire reality, all of our services will be going fully virtual until further notice. I'm not going to mince any words with you. There are going to be dark days ahead, and we all of us need to do our part to change our behavior. I urge, if you have not yet already done so, to cancel your travel plans. I know that you're tired. We all are at this point. But given our current reality, this is something that we all must do. We must do this because we want to see the people we care about alive next year. Being responsible does not mean that we lack faith. There was quarantine in the Bible days. See Numbers 5:2. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Exercise good judgment, and most of all, common sense, and keep a prayer on your lips in the midst of these times. I want you to know that even in the middle of all this bad news that we're hearing this holiday season, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We will press on. Courage demands it, for God has not given us the spirit of fear. I need you to remain vigilant. I commend our leaders, which are still finding innovative ways to minister in the midst of a pandemic. And I commend those of you who have continued to check in on each other in a time of crisis. In times like these, we need each other, but most of all, we need the Lord. You see, friends, 2,000 years ago, God sent his only begotten Son to give hope to a dying world. In the midst of a pandemic called sin, Christ came and gave himself for the sins of the world. That is a story that still resonates today. Wise men still seek his star from afar. God is still calling men and women into fellowship with himself. And God is not sitting on his hands, and neither can we, church. In conclusion, I want to express my sincerest gratitude for all of your prayers during my own personal period of illness. Your prayers brought me and my family through, and I thank you with the bottom of my heart. I want you to know that we maintain committed to the work of spreading the gospel. In times like these, we don't panic, we prepare. Keep on witnessing, keep on climbing, keep on believing, and remember that above all this, God is in control. Be of good courage, my friends. Remember that we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but we're not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. I know that this too shall pass, but until then we look to God to sustain us, until we are perfected, and the tabernacle of God is with men. Until then, my friends, Merry Christmas to all you. And remember, a city that's set on a hill cannot be hid. God bless you, and be of good courage until we see each other again.